Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to StarCraft II Wings of Liberty campaign. So in the last episode we learned that the Dominion is a tyrannical government that rules the human race, and we are James Raynor, leader of a rebellion who is trying to overthrow the Dominion. And an old friend of ours, Tychus Findlay, has come by and said that the Dominion are hunting for artifacts, alien artifacts, and that he has a buyer who will pay top dollar for us to go steal those artifacts from the Dominion and sell them. So, we steal artifacts that the Dominion really wants. We don't know why the Dominion wants them, but they're our enemies, so if they want these artifacts, then we should deny them. And at the same time, we can make money to fund the rebellion further. So that's what we're going to do. And the adjutant here can give us a little recap of the mission in specific.
Thanks to your actions, Marsara is now in a state of open revolt against Arcturus Mengsk. Ex-convict Tychus Findlay has revealed the Dominion came to Marsara to excavate an alien artifact. Seizing the artifact will strike another blow against the Dominion and generate funds from selling it to Findlay's mysterious contacts.
And specifically, we can see in the upper left that the credit reward is 45,000. This becomes important later when you can actually use your credits to pay for upgrades to your forces. Then you want to actually keep track to some extent of what money you have and can earn. Also, at the moment, the story is kind of linear, but later it will open up and we'll start to have some options about what order we want to do things in. So then we'll look more closely at the rewards that various missions offer to help us decide which we want to start with. So let's launch this and get started.
This old outpost don't look like anything special.
Keep your shirt on, son. Dominion engineers been digging out here for months. See that crane? They're getting ready to move the artifact they found off-world.
Well, I'll be damned.
See? You gotta have a little more faith, Jimmy.
All right. Time to give the Dominion a wake-up call. Let's smash that base and haul that baby out of there.
Your progress is automatically saved at key points in each mission. If you have trouble, you can load a save game and try different tactics. I had to do that in the last game. So those key points they mentioned are checkpoints that the game creates. So you can go back to the nearest checkpoint, or you also have the option of manually saving whenever you like.
Been waiting on you. You gonna give this better be good.
So destroy the Dominion base. This is our base in blue, and we can see the Dominion base in red was revealed
We'll need a lot more
for a short
Marines
time.
before we take on the Dominion outpost. Train them up at the barracks. While we're at it, extra SCVs will help us harvest minerals faster. Train them up at the command center.
So this structure in the center of the screen here is the command center, where we can train our SCVs,
Bad news?
which are basic workers that can build buildings and mine resources. And this building is the barracks, where we can train additional military units. Now, there are two resources in StarCraft. There are minerals and Vespene gas, or Vespene, either way.
SCV ready.
So, how's that actually spelled? It's spelled Vespene, but a lot of people say Vespene. So,
Additional
minerals
supply depots required.
are your basic cost for everything,
Rear with the gear.
but special things require gas as
Yep.
well, higher tech things.
Yes, sir.
So, we now,
SCV ready.
in the upper right-hand corner, you can see how many minerals we have, how much gas we have, and the supply count. So right now, we are at 19 out of 19 supply. This means that we have 19 supply worth of units. Not all units are equal. And we can hold up to 19, so we're full. So what we need to do is we need to build a supply depot to increase the amount of supplies we
Move
have.
it.
When that finishes, it should give us something like an additional 8 to our maximum. Supply is used up when trading units. So right now you can see this Marine down here in the barracks is queued up, but he's not training because there's no population. There's no room before the population limit. Similarly,
Additional supply depots required.
we can queue SCVs, but they won't train. When the supply depot finishes, now we can hold up to 27 units, And so now this SCV and this Marine are going to build. So we'll just keep building them. And, oh, some enemies are attacking our base, so we'll send our forces up to shoot them. Ugh. That didn't go well for us. We took some heavy damage, but we'll keep rebuilding. Yeah, we'll build another supply depot because we're going to need it. And then we'll look at Vespene gas. So there's a geyser here. And we can get Vespene gas from here, but we have to build a refinery on it first. So we can tell one of our little SCVs here to do just that. And this little blue bar is the progress bar that shows how it's coming in its completion. You can see he's about a third of the way done. So we'll go look at other things while we wait for him to finish. Queue up some more Marines, some more SCVs, build some more supply depots. And eventually he'll be done with that. I will mention that supply depots can be raised, like they are now, or lowered, which makes them ideal for building walls, because they can also function as doors. Okay, so our refinery is done. We can move a couple SCVs. You notice there are these counters by the command center and the refinery. This tells you how many workers you need to fully harvest from the different resources. So this refinery has 3 out of 3 workers, so it's harvesting at maximum speed. And we can train up to 24 workers to get minerals, but we only have 10, so we can get 14 more on here, and they will be effective.
Bad news?
Although there will be diminishing returns. But that's another story. At the moment, we really just want to mine as much as we can, as fast as we can. So we want to get the full 24 workers, ideally. And continue to build buildings. I'm going to build another barracks so that I don't have to just produce one Marine at a time. I can produce many Marines at a time.
God, this better be good. Been waiting on you.
And as I start to get some Vespene gas, it's going to allow us to upgrade our tech. So right now we can only produce Marines. But once we have Vespene gas, we can build something called a Tech Lab add-on. Oh, kill that person healing. Oh no. This is bad. I've got all my military units dead, so I have to send in the SCVs, turn off their auto repair, and just attack. So SCVs by default will auto repair buildings and things, and so they weren't actually helping me in the battle. Oh no, this isn't good. I've just lost just about everything. Oh man, this is so much harder than I remember. It's been a long time since I did this.
SCV ready. Who wants some?
The next Marine that comes out of the barracks should be able to stop this guy, so that's fine. So as I was saying, we can build a tech lab on the barracks, and that allows us to build medics, which will heal our units. That's going to be really important here. Let's get an SCV away from mining to repair the damage done to structures.
Complete.
And we'll start training some medics and keep training more Marines. We've just lost our entire army, and we've lost pretty much all our workers, so that's not good. But we can repair and we can recover.
The doctor is in.
We really need to finish building this wall, because that would help us defend from another wave. So you can see this medic here healing up our injured Marine to full life. So as long as we have enough medics, we can keep our army at full health, and SCVs can keep our buildings at full health. So between them, we can hold out for quite some time against these attacks. If we can just get enough forces to hold off the next attack when it comes.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
So, our workers that were mining Vespene gas got killed. Oh, crap. We're not ready for this. But we've got our Marines getting healed, so that's good.
Where does it hurt?
But so are they. Oh, that's not good.
Yes, sir.
I may have to restart this, because I don't have the SCVs to hold this off.
Armed and ready.
Yeah, this is unrecoverable. I am a dead man. So, I'm going to restart the mission, and I'm going to skip forward to some appropriate point, so you don't have to watch all the total beginning setup over again. So this time, I think I need to get medics sooner to help hold off the attacks and have less losses. I think if I lost less troops, then I would be in a better position. So that means I need to get some Vespine gas up quicker to build this tech lab.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
The doctor is in.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Been waiting on you.
The doctor is in.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna restart from that. Probably let you guys see that. But I just destroyed the first wave, and I think thanks to the fact that I've been more focused on trying to get out Marines as quickly and efficiently as possible, and partly due to the fact that I have these medics, I just crushed the enemy first foray, and now I'm in a much better position to survive. I need to keep training up though, because they're going to send bigger and bigger waves. So I need to be careful about that. But I can explore around a little bit and find some resources lying about, which can help me build faster. And I keep building resources. So in the first part, I mentioned something called micro management, which involves managing like each individual unit very carefully in their positioning and movement where they are. There's a counterpart to that called macro or macro management, which is big scale things. So what that refers to is typically things like always making sure that you're producing workers when you don't have the maximum amount, or at least the amount that you want, and to always make sure that there's troops training. The idea is basically just managing your economy and your empire. Keep the resources flowing in, keep the production running, always make sure you're pumping in resources and pumping out troops to do battle. That's the basics of it. So, I'm not sure when the next attack's coming. I'm going to hide behind my little wall here. And then after and I'm going to keep building up my forces. And after the next attack, I'm going to move out. And I'm going to keep training up some workers in the meantime. And now that I have my wall established, I'll lay on some additional production facilities. And here's the next attack. Not a single loss. One Marine came pretty close, but thanks to the medics, everybody survived. So that's great. So now, we're in a good position, we're getting resources, we've got lots of workers queued up, I've got more money than I can spend, but I'm building additional production facilities to fix that.
The Dominion is attacking the rebel base to the southwest.
Good. That'll keep the Dominion off our backs.
Those folks need our help, Tychus. There's no way we're leaving them to rot.
So, these yellow units are the Marsara rebels. They're not with us at the moment, but if we come over to this green beacon, they'll join us. And they are holding out against continued Dominion attacks in much the same way that we are. So now we'll come up here, we'll destroy these... Oh, that Marine's so close to death. Oh, but he survived. We'll destroy that small group of rebels, and we'll get the resources they were hiding. And now, we're getting quite a few barracks facilities up and running. That means we can train a lot of units. I'm giving them all tech labs so that we have the option of training either Marines or medics, whichever we want. But I think our medic ratio is getting pretty high. I think we need more Marines right now.
Add-on.
Because we don't need nearly as many medics as we need Marines, because there's only so many people getting damaged at once. And only one medic can heal a person at a time.
That's fine. Rebel scum.
And at some point we just need to be able to do damage to kill the enemy before they can kill us. So now we can get the rebels to join us.
Can't wait.
and cut off this group of enemies. Ooh, medic died. Oh, not medic's retreating home. I'll let her get away because at the moment...
You guys sure are a welcome sight. We're with you. Just tell us where you want us.
Welcome aboard, boys.
10-4.
Dominion can go to hell!
I want to collect
Rainer's
these
the
resources
It's Rainer's boys.
and continue to manage stuff. So now we have an extra barracks that we can use as part of our production. And we've got more production facilities online, back at home, and 23 out of 24 workers mining minerals. I'll tell one of these guys who's building to come down here and do that.
Add-on complete.
So now we got 24 workers, because I sent that builder mining, and I'll have the other builder just come down here in case we need him for something. And now I'll gather my now large forces of 31 troops total. I'll set rally points from my barracks, so that's places where troops will automatically go once they've been trained. To come up here, I'll queue up a lot of Marines and medics to just build, where I don't have to worry about it. Oh, I'm going to need this guy to build a lot more supply depots so that I can actually train all his troops. So I'll just tell him I'll queue up orders to build just loads of supply depots here. And so now he's building loads of supply depots, the mining is happening, the production's automated. I've set up everything to happen just automatically, and I can now focus on taking this army forward and starting to do some damage.
Warning. Dominion Hellions approaching.
Hellions shoot flamethrowers, which are really good against light biological units, like our Marines and medics here, as opposed to mechanical things like tanks or various heavy armored things. Heavily armored, really heavily armored things. These guys are lightly armored.
Nice job cleaning out that bunker, Jimmy. Between your boys and my skills, we are gonna go a long way together.
The doctor is in.
So now we have just this large, relatively large death ball, as it's called, of units, and we can just decimate everything that the Dominion has. So if we destroy these barracks, then the Dominion can't train troops. Oh, these SCVs are repairing buildings, so we want to kill the SCVs too.
Got it.
So we'll destroy the barracks, which prevent them from training more Marines or more medics. This reactor is an add-on we don't have access to yet. It's like the tech lab, but instead of allowing medics to be trained and other advanced units, it allows 2 Marines to be trained at a time. We'll see it later. And up there in the distance, when it shoots at us, we can see that there's a siege tank, which is doing a lot of damage. We don't have those yet, we will later. At the moment, we've just kind of got to charge it and take it out. And then we can destroy the factory, which was producing Hellions and tanks. Tanks are something that can be produced from the factory, which produces all kinds of mechanical units.
Outstanding. With their barracks and factory trashed, we just gotta mop up any stragglers and we're home free.
So destroy their supply depots, which they have for the same reasons we do. And there was an SCV hiding up here. But we win, because all we need to do is destroy all buildings.
Crane controls accessed. Decrypting security overrides. Crane control established.
Beautiful. Now let's reel that sucker in and get out of here.
Awesome! So the Outlaws, second mission complete. We can look at our achievements. We completed all the objectives. We collected all mineral and gas pellet pickups. We completed it in less than 10 minutes on hard difficulty or more. Wait. Mission time says 13 minutes. So I guess maybe they're not counting several minutes of tutorial or something, or I guess there's some time that they're not counting for this achievement, but that's actually kind of interesting. Anyway, now we have 45,000 extra credits. And by the way, if we didn't have any of these completed, we could just play again. Oh, actually, wait a minute, sorry, no. We didn't get awarded these achievements this time. Those are achievements I have from historically. We did not complete it in 10 minutes, it's just I already happened to have that achievement. This time, we didn't do it. But that's fine. And we also only found 8 of 9 resource pallets, so we didn't actually do that either. So these achievements are a little bit misleading, because I did them on a different playthrough. But if I didn't have any of those completed, I could play the mission again to try and get them. Which is really important when you're playing through the campaign and you need the extra credits and things. You can go back and get missed stuff to help you out if the campaign starts getting to be too hard. So you can unlock additional upgrades and things. That'll make more sense a little later. So, we have a little hint here unlocked about spending credits, but we don't have the ability to do that yet, so it's a little bit of a moot point. But now there's a counter in the upper right-hand corner keeping track of our credits. And before we sign off for this episode, I'll just go around and have a quick look at all the interactables here.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's go now to Kate Lockwell with an update on Jim Raynor's violent uprising.
Thanks, Donnie. Raynor's clearly widening his list of targets. He's attacked a Dominion archaeological dig and possibly seized a dangerous alien artifact.
Emperor Mengsk spoke on this subject earlier today.
There's no telling what kind of havoc these supposedly innocuous relics might wreak upon our worlds. Anyone found in possession of these items will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law.
Look on the bright side, partner. You're a wanted man either way.
Thanks, Tygus.
Shocking, Kate. I imagine civilian casualties were high as a result of Raynor's terrorist actions.
Actually, the only civilian deaths appear to be collateral damage from overzealous Dominion security force.
Thanks, Kate. You heard it here first. Jim Raynor, killing women and children on Marsara.
We didn't kill anybody who wasn't an enemy soldier.
What was it like, Jimmy? Fighting them Zerg.
That's a
All
Hydra
the scrapes we were in back in the day, all the narrow escapes, none of it compares to how terrible they are, Tygus. You don't know what real fear is till you got 1,000 of these sons of bitches barreling down on you.
Hydralisks are nasty ranged units that the Zerg have. We'll see those later, too.
What's this? I heard them Zerg got burned out by them creepy Protoss a few years back.
It's been 4 years and they're still finding burrowed dens out in the wastelands.
Well, a trophy like that's gotta fetch a good price on the black market. Up for some hunting, partner?
Knock yourself out, Tygus. Me? I've hunted enough Zerg for 2 lifetimes.
There have been several wars between the humans, the Zerg, and the Protoss, who are the third alien race. The Protoss are an advanced civilization with psionic weapons and things. They use technology and physics well above our level of understanding.
Have to say, Jimmy, you turned into a real impressive fighter. If I was old Minsk, I'd be running scared from you too.
You really mean that, Tygus?
Nah, I was just kidding.
Thanks, Tygus. Thanks a lot. Alright, so we could change the music, but that doesn't really do anything. We can look at his old marshal's badge.
Oh man, didn't the magistrate here know he was hiring an arch criminal as his marshal?
He was counting on it. Guess my tough guy reputation kept things nice and quiet around here. All the time I wore that badge, I never had to shoot anybody.
Well, where's the fun in that?
Sounds like Andy Griffith of space, I just realized.
Oh man.
Oh, I don't want to hear that again. I just wanted a close-up look at the badge. So, it says Confederate Marshal. Confederacy was the government that we overthrew before the Dominion took place. That allowed the Dominion to seize power. And now we're trying to overthrow them too, because it turns out they're no good.
What is this swill? Feels like I'm always being watched.
You are. Hopefully by many, many people.
Well, I ain't gonna toast myself.
But probably not.
Wonder if this stuff's flammable.
Okay. And we already talked to Titus, right?
So who's your mysterious buyer, Tygus? Who are we supposed to hand this artifact over to?
A bunch of eggheads I ran into called the Mobius Foundation.
Mobius? They're a legitimate research group. Why the hell are they talking to you?
Soon as your boy Minsk made it illegal to trade in alien goods, they got desperate. And you know me, Jimmy. I am a great patron of the sciences.
Desperate people means they're willing to pay a lot of money.
With the artifact secure, you need to wait for transport at Backwater Station before you can leave Marsara. Transportation is on the way. Caution is advised. Dominion security forces may succeed in tracking the artifact to the station.
Okay, so now in the next episode, we're going to get a new structure we can build, a defensive structure called a bunker. You can see it in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. And all we have to do is sit tight and not die. How hard could that be? Nothing could possibly go wrong with that. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe so you can see updates about all kinds of content that I upload. If you're interested, links to my Twitter and Reddit and so forth are down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys.
I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there. Oh, he's right there! Oh God, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way! Oh. That could save me. Oh, good lives right now. Oh, why?